So today I really need to get all the E out of this thing right here, and I'd like to take it around the block a little bit, just try to drive it one last second before I really put it up for the winter, before I start doing stuff to it. It's been sitting for, I think I started it last weekend, but it's been sitting for about 2 weeks, just dormitory without moving really. From what I've noticed, when slicks sit for a long time, they get really flat spotted, and I want to get the E out of it. I want to change over my cruise around whatever tires that are radials. They're a lot stiffer, and I don't want to ruin these brand new Hoosiers that I got. And then, I'll come out next spring and they're doing this, and I mean, they always do, but I just don't want to have it be even worse than what it could have been. But before we get to all that, I need to check the tire pressure on them. They look kind of soft, and usually from being cold and warm and higher in the shop, now that it's super cold, I'm sure you can hear the heat that's on. I'd like to check the tire pressure and make sure that they're not like 10 pounds or something weird like that. Like you see, and I got both the tires pumped up on the front. The rears are like 14, that's fine. We're just not doing anything serious. Just cruise around the block a couple times. Probably have to move that drain pan so I don't get training fluid over the side of my truck. And then we'll make sure and see if this thing starts. It should, but sometimes it's a little grumpy when it sits for a while. Well, the test drive seemed to go all right. Forgot how loud this pile was. Tell you one thing though, you cannot beat the heat in an OBS. The heat in these trucks is so good. I about to turn the shit down. It's not like it's super cold out, but definitely was very warm in there. Skreet. Skreet car stuff. So I've done this before when I've had to clean out the fuel filters, like I told you guys, like a kajillion times. I just take the fuel cap off, then I take the old Warbro 525 or 450, whichever one I had. I don't remember which one it was that I have sitting over there. I know I have both, but I take the cap off, I just drop it in there, hook it to a drill battery, and just kind of pump out what I can in there. I'll probably cycle the key a couple times to see if I can get it to recirculate to get as much EI as I possibly can. Once I get all that out of there, I'll make a trip in the town, get some 93, throw it in there, just let it run for a few seconds just to really circulate and make sure everything gets kind of mixed in with the 93 so it's not just straight ethanol. And we should be good. It sounds like it's going to go well. Hopefully it does. We'll see. And what I was trying to show you guys on the cluster is the fuel gauge does work in this truck, but it's empty, obviously. That's what I was trying to do, drive around for a second so I don't waste so much E. So there should be like a gallon or two maybe in there, more likely closer to a gallon because it started, kind of felt like it was kind of fuel cut when I was just driving. Not even really beat on, just shifting. I could feel the fuel sloshing around enough that it was actually starting to cut out a little bit. So hopefully there's only like a little bit in there. Like I said, this is what we got going on. Take that, put it in the drill battery, really, and and it just goes in the tank. And I didn't realize I had much more. There's like 3 gallons in there, so I guess the blue truck's gonna get it put on E because I don't want to waste that, let it sit here all year. So I'll probably just dump it in there and just do whatever with it. I'm getting about a gallon and a half-ish out of there. Everything's completely empty. I cycled the key one time until I heard the pump start acting like it was dry. And then I obviously have 2 pumps on this. One's activated a TPS, and I just kind of held the throttle a couple times just to get it to empty itself out too. And I got like another half gallon, I'd say, out of that. I ended up jacking the front of the truck up too to get everything to flow to the back of the fuel cell so I can get all that out of there. And I think now that I have all this emptied out, I'm going to go to town and dump that out into probably the blue truck. It is what it is. There's enough fuel in there to mix up. It's not going to be like it's actually straight 85. Well, got some 93 now. Gonna put this in here and prepare for it to stink again. Obviously, 93 does not smell nearly as good as 85 does, but this is just obviously precautions for winter storage. Well, it sounded like I got pressure in it again. Sounded like everything is quote unquote bled and got fuel in it now. So before I started, let it run and stink the place up for a second. I'm going to change the wheels and tires. That way when I start it, I can just kind of put it back where it needs to go and then we'll be done with it. got all the wheels changed over. I don't know if I really like how it looks on these wheels. I think I really do like the Jegs wheels better. I definitely think it looks a lot better on the skinnies and the slicks versus these. These obviously are a little more dailyable than the slicks. Being bias plays, they kind of, you know, grab the road a lot harder. They don't take corners as easy as this does with this, as heavy as this thing is. A 4-inch front tire on this thing is kind of sketchy sometimes around corners, so you kind of be cool about that. Now that this is done, all I gotta do is start this up for a second, kind of let it flush everything out, and then just put it back where it goes, and then we're pretty much done. Well, I guess that I'll add throttle cable to the winter plans. I don't even know how this really even happens. I guess I've been really just fucking too many of them, but it's like it's barely holding on. But the good thing is, that's just a stock 99-02, half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, whatever you want to say, GMT 900, or not 900, 800 throttle cable. So I can get one of those for like 20 bucks. And also you can definitely tell that it's 93 because my eyes are kind of burning. Instead of smelling like corn here, it's pretty ripe. So I can definitely tell that I would say everything is flushed out pretty good to where nothing's gonna get all clogged up or gelled up or whatever E85 does over the winter. And with that, I'll catch you guys hopefully on the next time. We'll be doing some upgrades, pulling it apart, whatever we may be doing. Hopefully we're doing something cool. And I just wanted to make sure I got this done before I forgot about it. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.